Katie. Hi, Kayla and Kathleen. Thanks for joining. I'm going to go ahead and start on this topic. Let me grab my notes. And if you have any questions about this or want to chat with me further, or you can just say hello if you don't have anything to say, or maybe you have a totally different question. Let me know. Hopefully you're having an awesome June and you're getting started on your summer fitness and health journey. I know summer we're very reminded of our bodies and what we may want to, change or make something different or improve upon. So we can certainly help you with that with our Fire Team Whiskey programs, even if it's just kind of getting back into things. Maybe you dropped off over the spring and want to pick things back up in the summer. But this topic is fun. So 5 huge mistakes that you may be doing on a daily basis that is keeping fat on your body. So obviously this is a pretty important topic. And these are things that aren't obvious. So I'm not going to talk about the obvious stuff, like eating like shit. Obviously we know eating like shit keeps fat on your body. So I'm not going to talk about the obvious stuff, right? We know you need to eat well, you need to exercise, you need to take care of your health, right? Those are the things that keep fat on your body. Those are the obvious ones. I'm going to talk about the not so obvious ones. So number one, and I'm speaking from, being a fitness coach, working with people trying to lose weight for the past 4 years with Fire Team Whiskey, and even before that when I was just doing personal training and group fitness training. So these are the top 5 things that come up over and over and over again, and no one, I'm telling you, no one actually thinks about these things. So the obvious ones are obvious, but nobody ever remembers to do these things. I have to bring them up and have my clients work on these things while we're trying to get the fat off their body. Okay. Number 1, eating too little. Yes, you heard it right. I am a huge stickler about getting enough calories. And I'm telling you 100% of the time, especially with women that I work with, do not eat enough. Here's what happens, ladies, because you are definitely bad about this. And when you don't eat enough, you're sending the signal to your metabolism to slow down. So if you're continually falling below your baseline calories, sure, up front you'll lose a little weight, but guess what? It is going to drop off dramatically. And and this happens every time. I'm telling you, I'm working with a client right now. We're on her 3rd month and her weight loss started slowing down. I'm like, what's going on? Well, I had her stop tracking because she was basically eating the same things and she was doing well and hitting her calorie range. So I had her start tracking again. Guess what was happening? Her calories had dropped about 600 a day. So she was sending her body into starvation mode. This happens so much, guys. If you are struggling to lose weight, you, number 1, are probably not eating enough. So you're sending those I'm starving signals to your metabolic system, your endocrine system, your adrenaline system, and you are shutting things down. Things will slow down because you're not getting enough calories. Hey, Jim. So I implore you to track your food. This is the number 1 way to look at it. Track your food. Figure out what your average is in a whole week. You've got to do it for a week to see what your average is. And a normal week, not like, vacation week. This is just what you normally eat on your current eating plan. Nothing special about it. And get an average calories per day. And I guarantee you, if you are having trouble getting fat off your body, you're probably not eating enough. And I know it feels weird to eat more to lose weight, but I'm telling you, it works every time. I could speak from experience of working with hundreds of clients. It works every time. It works for myself. It works for my clients. it speeds up your metabolism again, because your body feels like it's not in starvation mode anymore, and it can start burning regularly. All right, so that was number one. Number two, your eating window is too big. So what does that mean? So that means for most Americans, as soon as you wake up, you eat something. You have breakfast, you have maybe sugary coffee, or you go through the drive-thru on the way to work and you eat. And then maybe you have like a mid-morning snack, and then you have lunch, and then you have like an afternoon snack, and then you have dinner, and then you have dessert. And basically you've spent like 16 hours of the day eating. So that is not conducive for burning fat. The only way your body is going to burn fat is if it needs energy. So it's going to tap into your fat stores. Xander says, if starvation mode is a thing, why do people die from not having enough good every year? Is that food? Oh, yeah. Oh, so I'm not talking about real starvation. I'm talking about, just getting enough calories. So you're getting, maybe for an average person, I see normally for women, they'll eat maybe like 1,000, 1,100, 1,200 calories. So I'm not talking about actual starvation. So that's a totally different thing. I'm saying as soon as you fall below that basal metabolic rate, your body starts to slow down your metabolism. So I'm not talking about actual starvation. So that's a totally different thing. That's a lack of resources, or, an eating disorder issue. So the second one I'm talking about is eating way over a long time period of window. So if you are eating from morning, noon to night all day long, then your body constantly has a source of energy, because you're introducing it via your mouth, right? You're constantly, eating energy. Now, if you're not trying to lose weight, then that's great. If you are a lean person and you need that energy all day long to keep you going, then that's great. I'm talking about people who are trying to lose body fat, they're trying to lose weight. So if your schedule is you eat when you wake up, you eat a snack, you eat lunch, you eat another snack, you eat dinner, you eat a dessert, then you may want to look at shortening your eating time window. So your body has time to process all that food and that energy and then run out, so it can turn to your body fat for energy. That's the only way it's going to tap into that body fat. So I encourage you, if you're struggling to lose body fat, if you've reached a weight loss plateau and you've got weight to lose, then just shorten that window a bit. Start, maybe in the tail ends of your day, so don't eat 2 hours before you go to sleep. And maybe wait like an hour after you wake up, to eat. So just delay it a small amount and get that window, to where it's, much smaller than what you're doing, and see what happens. See if your body starts to burn body fat again. The third one is linoleic acid. So this is found in most seed oils. So if you eat out a lot, or if you are eating like lots of salad dressings, canola oil is like in every salad dressing, or if you're cooking with seed oils, then you're introducing linoleic acid. And I talk about linoleic acid a lot. So in scientific studies, linoleic acid is shown to be kind of an endocrine disruptor, and it basically tells your fat cells to get bigger. So we don't want that, right? I don't want my fat cells to get bigger. I want them to get smaller. So if you're eating out a lot, you don't have control of what's in your food. If you're eating a lot of processed foods and you're not looking at the nutritional information and the ingredients, and there's a lot of seed oils in these foods, which is very, very common, you may be consuming something that is an endocrine disruptor and is telling your fat cells to get bigger. So just the recommendation for that is to, of course, reduce as much as you can how much processed foods and eating out foods that you have. So try to make try to meal prep on Sundays for the week, for your lunches at work. Make your own food at home. Try not to hit the fast food joints, because those are notorious for using cooking oils. And look at the ingredients on the foods. There might be a healthy swap with not as many, if not at all, seed oils in your foods. So there may be a healthy alternative right next to it. So just check those nutritional labels. Xander. Calorie deficit. Not sure if I'm reading your question right, Xander. If you eat under the calorie requirement for the day, but you spread it out throughout the day. Yeah, so that's a balance. Absolutely, Xander, you're right. So there's a balance with that. So, there's two different things that you have to consider in your nutritional weight loss plan, right? So this is why it's helpful to work with a coach to find the right plan that works with your body. So we're all in different, I see it as a spectrum. We're all in different parts of this journey with our nutritional progress, right? So some of us may be beginners, some of us may be pretty advanced. So, and depending on your energy needs, I'm a lean person, so I may need more calories, and I'm very active, so I may need more calories than, somebody who's trying to lose weight. So that's the important part about working with a coach, so you can get a customized nutrition plan to meet you where you're at right now, so you can talk about those things and consider both things. Your windows of time. I don't ever start a client out with reducing their window of time of eating. Never. That's more like, I see it as more intermediate and moderate, like you're kind of on your journey, or maybe you've lost some initial weight and hit a plateau and then want to get past that plateau. So that's not something I start out with a beginner client. That would be more of an intermediate intervention. But definitely you have to consider both. So the calorie, you do have to have a calorie deficit, but not so much where you're slowing down your metabolism, and you need to have energy. Obviously, we don't want you to feel like crap all day and not have energy to do anything, and not have energy for your workouts, because workouts are important too. So there's a balance of both. That's a good point though, Xander. Number 4, not getting your heart rate up enough. This one is huge. And this is, again, not something I do immediately when I first start training someone, but this is kind of an intermediate, moderate kind of intervention. As we go along, as we get stronger, as we get more fit, then we start tracking our heart rate and start choosing some time windows to spend in certain areas of your heart rate. So nearer to your max heart rate, in the cardio phase, in the fat burn phase. So we want to spend a specific amount of time in those areas so we can benefit the most from our workouts. So I know gyms around the world are full of people, because I've spent a lot of time in gyms, and I've been one of those people who just go in, you do the minimum amount, and you never change up your routine, and then you leave. And you check off that box, I got my workout done. And nothing ever changes. You don't ever amp things up. You don't ever increase your weight. You don't ever increase your intervals. You don't ever get your heart rate up enough. And it's kind of comfortable, right? So a lot of people are just very comfortable with their workouts. They do the same things over and over again. So if you want to, if you are looking to lose more weight and burn more body fat, then this is something that you could play with. Again, if you're not a beginner, this is something that's more of a moderate intervention or intermediate intervention, to start working with those heart rates and start targeting specific heart rates during your workout, so you can maximize your benefits of fat burn and cardiovascular fitness with those workouts. And then of course on top of that, you have the strength training increases that you could do. So again, this is why you work with a fitness trainer, so you can get those customized routines that you can work on that are good for you where you're at on your journey. But heart rate tracking, I think is huge. It's a great step up if you're looking to get fitter, and this might be something that could help benefit you to burn more body fat off your body. All right, number 5. This one's huge too, and this is almost always the case, not enough protein. Protein is an essential building block for your body, and if your body is not getting enough protein, then it's not functioning correctly. And if you're looking to get those muscle gains that you're looking to get, and reduce that body fat, and the more muscle you have on your body, it's going to increase your fat burn. So we want to build muscle, but if you're not consuming enough protein, then your body is not going to build as much muscle. So again, working with a trainer to put you on a good nutrition plan where you have that macro amount or your grams of protein every day that you want to target on a daily basis to make sure you're getting enough protein so you can get those muscle gains, those fitness gains. And the more muscle you build on your body, so you need to be doing strength training on top of this, then you're going to have an increase of fat burn on your body. So we want to play with your body composition and get that muscle up and get that fat down. All right, so that's only going to help that. All right, so that was 5. So thanks guys for joining us live. If you have any questions after I go off live here, go ahead and put them in the comments and then we'll answer you back. And then of course, if you are wanting help with these 5 things and you're looking to make some gains and lose some body fat over the summer, we have trainers who are ready to help you. So just message me or go ahead and go to fireteamwhiskey.com, renew your membership if you've fallen off your membership, or if you're already a member, then go ahead and talk to your trainer about some of these 5 things maybe you're doing and setting up a plan to work on those. All right, guys, have a great day.